welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers. I'm John Hartung alongside Nomar Garcia-Parra, Adrian Gonzalez. The fastest spring training ever, at least the fastest one that I can ever remember, is officially over. The Dodgers get a shutout win over the Angels to wrap things up. Nomar saw a lot of really good pitching performances tonight.
Yeah, you really did. I mean, obviously, to go out there, shut out the Angels, that's always nice to see. We were talking about earlier, the starting pitching had a high ERA. Really doesn't matter. It's the way they look today, and I think they're ready for the season.
Yeah.
I think they're ready. I mean, you know, today was a great day for them. They got through the game, no injuries, which is one thing that we keep talking about. And more than anything, you know, Bobby Miller looked electric. He looked amazing. The relief coming in and behind him looked really good as well. The bats were coming around. The bats were swinging the bat well today, so it was a good game overall.
Yeah, Bobby Miller's going to start the season pitching for Double-A Tulsa, but tonight, his 23rd birthday, got a chance to start at Dodger Stadium. 3 scoreless innings. Let's hear from him right now with Kirsten Watson.
First off, happy birthday. And, I mean, big day. The start here. How was it? How do you feel?
Definitely a little nervous going into it. I'm happy about no runs out there. Could have thrown more strikes, landed some off-speed pitches, but happy about the outing overall.
Let's talk about the first strikeout with Shohei Ohtani. What was your reaction just after that strikeout, getting him out like that?
Almost blacked out a little bit. Again, a little nervous going into it, but probably highlight of my career right there.
When you're out here and you have this type of experience, how much do you think that could pay off possibly down the line, maybe even as soon as the second half of this year?
I think it's a big step for me right there. Getting that under my belt right there. I think next time I'll be a little more settled down. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good step for me.
How important was it for you to have your family here for this type of night?
So important. This has been my dream my whole life. So I know my parents were probably more nervous than I was. Yeah. So yeah, it means the world that they were here, especially for my birthday.
Were you happy with the fastball command tonight and the slider, the way it was looking?
Fastball command was pretty good. All my other off-speed pitches definitely could have been a lot better in zone. Hitters probably would have respected a little more if I landed some in that first inning. Threw a pretty good changeup the first inning, laid off it, which just gotta throw some more competitive off-speed pitches in there, be a little more in zone with those, and I'll get on my outing quicker. I'll feel a lot better about it.
How much better do you feel about where you are now compared to, you know, coming into camp here?
I'm feeling really good right now. Body feels great, arm feels great. Put in a lot of work this off-season, put on some weight, gained a few miles per hour, focused on some pitch designing. Now for me, obviously, it's just command and sequencing a little better with the hitters.
Yeah, he's already feeling nervous out there, legs probably shaking, first time pitching at Dodger Stadium. And the first guy that steps into the batter's box is the reigning AL MVP, Shohei Ohtani. Hit, what, 46 home runs last year. Nomar called it the highlight of his career, able to get a punch out, and says he even blacked out a little bit after that strikeout.
Which was great. I mean, that tells you how excited he was. You know, yes, it's a spring training game, but you're at Dodger Stadium. Here's your opportunity, and you're facing a guy like Ohtani in your very first at-bat. So we're going to go to the K-Zone, and we're going to just break down exactly what he did in that first inning against Ohtani, some of the other hitters. And he mentioned in his interview, talked about that fastball command. Looked like he had it. Well, here it is, his very first pitch. You're going down and in. You know, he's touching 99, he's touching 100 miles an hour. He gets a strike there. Now he goes on the outer half. Ohtani's just kind of feeling him out because Ohtani goes, listen, it's like facing a mirror. I can throw 100 as well. So this is coming at me. And this is a great pitch right there. He thinks it's for a walk, but he knows as he's walking out of there, that was definitely a strike. It was a great pitch, painting the corner. Then he stays outside, gets a ground ball right there to his shortstop. You mentioned about his breaking pitches, wanting to be a little bit more in the zone so his fastball could be more effective than all the other ones. But still, if you can have command 100 and that's staying on the outer half and get guys looking like that 99 to 100, you know, you can kind of get away with it. Yes, he fine-tunes that breaking ball. He's going to be outstanding, but he already has that. He knows that. He's got a great makeup, and listen, he's shaking his head there. Don't be disappointed, my friend. You're out there at Dodger Stadium, you're facing the Angels, and it was a fantastic outing.
Yeah, I love his glove side command with his fastball. Those fastballs into lefties, away to righties, had a little run back to them, which was really good. Made a couple good pitches, arm side on inside to righty. Breaking pitches, I saw a changeup to Otani that looked pretty good there. So, yeah, I mean, like Nomar said, just keep working on that craft, keep doing your thing. You're going to be special.
Yeah, still learning, still growing. We probably will see him at some point pitching in actual regular season games at Dodger Stadium this year. Let's get to the highlights. The final game of the spring, final game of this Freeway Series. There he is, Bobby Miller on his 23rd birthday. And Shohei Ohtani, first batter in there. Mom and Dad, they're nervous.
And he struck him out again.
100 miles an hour.
Down and in, hard pitch to hit right there.
Called strike 3. Dad loving it. Mom's loving it. Love the reaction. That is so good. Then Taylor Ward's. It's the ground ball to short.
So we talked about the fastball in the outer half. Good. Just getting the ground ball.
Works himself a 1-2-3.
First broken bat in the big league stadium.
Oh. Broken bat and almost got Will Smith back there.
I know, right?
Bottom of the first, Adrian, we got Mookie Betts leading it off. This is a good sign for him.
Mookie starting it off with a great swing right there, getting the wheels going and starting the rally right away.
2 batters later, Trey Turner at the plate. 2 on, nobody outs. Nomar, you called your shot, said he was going deep today. This will still do. It's a 2-run double.
You know, anybody can hit double in the gap, knock a couple of runs. No, but he looked great. Nice swing.
Great swing. Great
Here's
swing.
Dino Ebel, how he called it at third.
Here we go. That's a gapper. Come on, Freddie. Come on, Freddie. Come on, Freddie. You got to score. There it is. I like it.
Quick 2-0 lead for the Dodgers.
I tell you, it was great having Dino mic'd up for the entire game.
Yeah,
that was
he's got such
outstanding.
great energy.
Top 2, Bobby Miller facing Anthony Rendon this time. Cody Bellinger racing back, catches it on the track.
It's an easy catch for Cody. He made quite a bit catches like that today.
2 batters later, this is Joe Adele. That's a called strike 3.
It's a great spot with that pitch. It had
99.
99. It had some good movement. It looked like just kind of tailed back and catching the corner. He gave up on it too early.
Top of the third, still 2-0. Bobby Miller still out there facing Tyler Wade. Tyler Wade at first trying to steal second, and he gets thrown out. What a throw by Will Smith.
That's a great throw from Will Smith. Great catch and throw.
Good job by Gavin Lux. You know, slightly up the line, getting there, putting that tag on there, staying with it.
And then Taylor Ward grounds one. Nice play there at shorts.
One thing I noticed about Bobby Miller's fastball is that when it's at the knees, it seems like it explodes a little bit more to the hitters.
Bottom 3, here's Trey again with 2 on. Hits one to right center field, and Ward makes a really nice sliding catch, and then Mookie's trying to tag up, and he's gunned down at third on a perfect throw.
Mookie hesitated a little bit and didn't know if he caught it or not, and allowed Ward to throw him out of third. But right there, you can see that little hesitation. That was the reason why he was thrown out. But overall, I like the aggressiveness.
So a double play there turned by the Angels. Max Muncy, though, with 2 outs. And Freddie Freeman on first, and Freddie's getting the green light from Dino. And
Take
he
it
will
easy,
score.
Freddie. Take it easy, Freddie. Let's not wear out those legs, too.
exactly.
You got to go first at home twice in spring training game. Let's go. Take it easy.
During the game, Dino Ebo was talking about in that first inning when he scored, he had such a great jump and such a great read. It looks like he got another good one there, and he scores.
Top of the 4th, Alex Vesia comes in. Facing Joe Adele. Hits this one well, but Adrian, you mentioned it. Bellinger had to make a few of these plays, making it look easy.
But Cody makes those plays look easy.
Scoreless inning for Vesia, top 5. Tommy Kahnle. Great to see Tommy Kahnle. First time on a mound here for the Dodgers since he had Tommy John surgery.
It's a great changeup right there.
18 pitches, 15 strikes, couple strikeouts.
I tell you, the hitter sometimes tells you how the pitch is moving or what it looks like. I mean, not recognizing out of his hand, you kind of get swings like that. Here's one, great movement, getting off the end of the bat. Well done.
And a great play.
Yes.
And
Be another weapon.
Look agile right there going after that ball.
Top 6. The bazooka, Brusdar Gratterall comes in. Runner on third, 1 out. Jack Mayfield swings and misses. Brandon Marsh thrown out at the plate, trying to score.
Austin Barnes uses his second base skills that he had before he became a catcher. Just a little backside flip, almost like if he's turning a double play.
The Angels would challenge, but he was out. Bottom 6, here's Austin Barnes.
And they
Nice
did
catch
announce
by
it at
Jose
the stadium.
Rojas.
They did announce it at the stadium.
They
after
did.
They challenged. So
That's
that was
something
really
new
great.
this year.
Yep.
Top 7, Phil Bickford. Adele, linesman, Eddie Alvarez. Speed skater, baseball player.
Joe Adele had some good swings, but nothing to show for it. You guys made some good plays behind those pitchers.
Great athleticism, great throw to first base, utilizing the great turf out there at Dodger Stadium. As an infielder, you're so confident to do that because you know you're going to get a nice clean bounce to your first baseman.
That's right.
Bottom of the 7th, Cody Bellinger facing Archie Bradley. Shallow center field. Adele laying out. Can't come up with it. And it's a base hit for Bellinger.
It's got to be a good feeling for Cody right there, being able to get a hit after so many at-bats without a hit leading up to that at-bat.
It's a base hit in his final at-bat of the spring. Next up, Chris Taylor. And CT3 has 4 bases. That one is leaving the yard. 2-run shot makes it 5-0.
Good swing by CT3. The ball was over the middle of the plate. When they make a mistake, you're supposed to make them pay, and he does.
Sure did. Kept his hands inside tight and stayed inside and threw it really well.
Right to the fan out there. Nice catch.
Top of the 8th, it's Blake Trinan coming in. Matt Duffy at the plate, hits one down the line. Jose Ramos, a couple nights ago, took a home run away in Angel Stadium, and here he takes extra bases away from Duffy.
Nice play.
And not an easy play, especially that ball was slicing away from him. Stays on it, lays out. You know, your pitchers appreciate that all day long.
And Blake did.
Top of the 9th, the Dodgers' new closer, Craig Kimbrell, comes in. Much better showing tonight than his first game with the Dodgers in Arizona. Looked like he had everything working tonight, Nomar. Gets a ground out there and then a couple strikeouts.
Good sharping breaking ball, getting the swing and miss. He looked really good, even with his fastball, controlling that outer half.
96 on the corner.
He wanted,
Oh,
he wanted a 4th out there.
Yeah, he did.
He wasn't
was
ready for the
pretty
game
good. Give me
tonight.
another one.
Dodgers win it 5-0. They finished the spring with 5 wins in their 18 spring games. Bobby Miller, 3 scoreless innings, allowed just 1 hit. He punched out 2. Trey Turner, 2 for 3 with a double, 2 RBIs. And Chris Taylor, 1 for 3 with his first home run of the spring. Let's head back to Dodger Stadium. The skipper, Dave Roberts, right now is talking to the media.
Dave, this afternoon you told me you wanted a clean baseball game, and I think it'd be safe to say you guys got that. Is this how you finish off spring training?
This is how you finish off spring training. It was the best game we played all spring. The offense, the defense, the pitching, it couldn't have scripted any better.
Let's start with Bobby Miller. How impressive was he today?
You know what? I think for me, the poise. I think that obviously you're going to look at the radar gun. You're going to see 100 miles an hour. But, you know, for a young kid to come in here, first outing in a big league ballpark, kept his poise, commanded strike zone, 3 innings scoreless, really fun to see. On his birthday.
I know, no less. Definitely one he will never forget. Let's talk about the bullpen, though. We got to see a lot of arms today. Does it feel like they're on track and right where they need to be?
It does. You know, working from back to front, to see Kimbrell out there and, you know, to close out a game in front of his home fans was great. Blake pitched a scoreless inning. Bruzdar got Bickford in there. So we got a couple other ones, too. I think Vesia was in there. So all good all the way around.
Tommy Canley was out there. So how special, though, was it to see him in his Dodgers uniform pitching here at Dodger Stadium?
It was great. Tommy's such a good teammate. And, you know, when you've been going through rehab for a year and a half, you feel disconnected. But for him to get out here, get the home uniform on, pitch at Dodger Stadium, pitch well, make a play defensively, couldn't have been any better. And I know he's really thrilled.
Next stop, Colorado. How excited are you to get the season going?
I'm excited. We got out of this thing healthy. We feel good. So now the games count.
All right, let's do it. Thanks, Dave.
All right, Kirsten.
Spring schedule is finally over. Every game you see here, it counts in the standings. Opening day Friday in Colorado. Our pregame coverage begins at noon, 5 p.m., and then noon starts on Saturday and Sunday. Then it's a 2-game series in Minnesota before the home opener April 14th when the Dodgers host the Cincinnati Reds. All of these games right here on Sportsnet LA. Dodgers third base coach Dino Weeble, he was mic'd up tonight as we just heard, and so was the crew chief. We're going to talk replay reviews and more when we come back.
That's a gapper. Come on, Freddie. Come on, Freddie. you got to score! There it is. Hey, hey, woohoo! I thought about picking it, but that has some spin rate on it. Here we go. Come on, let's go! We gotta go! Get down! Get down! Yes, sir!
Always great to have Dino Ebel mic'd up for that final spring training game. And Nomar, you were talking a little on the pregame show. Some years it feels like you're ready for spring training after a couple weeks, and other years you feel like, gosh, if spring training could only be a couple more weeks longer, it would be better. Mookie Betts was probably trending toward that side. He was 1 for his first 18, but got a hit last night, 2 more hits tonight. Suddenly, he's probably feeling a lot better going into the opener.
Yeah, we also touched on what do you want to accomplish, especially these last couple of games. It's having confidence going into opening day. And I think with the swings Mookie Betts had, also we had Cody Bellinger with some swings today, putting the ball in play. You need these guys to have that confidence going into the start of the season. Really nice swing here by Mookie Betts. And sometimes it's not always just getting that hit. Sometimes it's just getting that ball squared up. Saying, man, I saw that ball well. I took a nice swing on it. I squared it up. I did exactly what I wanted to do. And if they fall in, yes, that's definitely a bonus. I always used to joke. I said that line drive out to second baseman was perfect because I wanted to save my hits for the season. But at the same time, he looks good. And like I said, stepping in with confidence is key.
Yeah, hits are good. You know, even though, you know, you're not so worried about spring training, batting average, hits right before the season starts are good. And his timing was good, which is, I'm sure, is what he was working on today. Just get the right timing, get the hands in the right place. And today, Mookie Betts looked great.
We also saw Chris Taylor hitting a home run tonight, Adrian, with a 2-run shot. Chris Taylor and the Dodgers, of course, they saved their best for last, winning the last game of the spring. It's now a couple days off with opening day Friday in Colorado.
Los Angeles Angels are challenging the out call at home plate. After review, the call is confirmed. The runner is out. Los Angeles Angels lose their challenge.
Adrian, it's been a long time coming. It's nice to hear the umpires actually announcing what the call was, whether it stood, whether it was confirmed, or just, you know, stood like we heard him talking about right there. The NFL has always had their officials announce it to the crowd, to everybody. What are your thoughts now on Major League Baseball finally doing this?
I think the clarity is great for the game. I think everybody understanding what the challenge is and what they're looking for, and whether it was confirmed, overturned, you know, what the answer to the challenge is. And I think it's great. I think it gives everybody in the stadium a little bit of clarity.
Yeah, and I don't know what they were so scared of. I don't know if the umpires were like, well, we don't know what the fans are going to react to us. But I think everybody knows they're not making the decision. They have the other umpires back in New York. They have the whole setup. They're telling them all they're doing is, you know, they're just the messenger here. So you don't shoot the messenger. And I think it's great that they're letting the fans know. And that way they even know that it might be just stands. We just got that. We just couldn't really tell, you know, what the call was and what was called on the field. That just stands.
All right, another part that they're making the game a little bit better by having the umpires out on the field announce what really was the ruling. Spring training, it is finally over. Time to get down to some serious business. Nomar and Adrian with their season predictions when we come back. Here is the play of the game. Chris Taylor, Adrian, going deep, his first and only home run of the spring. Probably a good way to go into the regular season.
A great way to go into the regular season. A fastball, a leak middle end there. He pulls his hands inside. I mean, that's a Chris Taylor-esque swing there since he changed his little footwork, and he's been crushing the ball since then.
Certainly has. Home run in his final at-bat of the spring. Dodgers win 5-0. Here's the latest Pacoda NL West projections. The Dodgers at 101 wins, most in the majors. According to Pacoda, the Padres, the only other team in the West projected to finish over 500 with 90 wins. Quite a drop-off from the Giants' 107 win last year. They have 30 wins less, according to Pacoda. And as expected, Diamondbacks, Rockies, well, they're going to play out the full 162-game schedule. So now that spring training is over, we're going to look ahead to the 162 games that truly matter. So, Nomar, who wins the National League West and how many games do they win?
I think the Dodgers win the National League West, and I think they do it in 97 wins. I know they showed 101, but I think, I think the Giants are still going to be contending in there, and you got the Padres. Both are tough teams, too, so I'm going 97 and win the West.
Last year, 106 wasn't even enough to win the West. Adrian, how about for you? Who wins the West? How many wins?
I was asked this question before I saw the PECOTA ratings, but I did choose the Dodgers to win with 101 wins. And, it's one of those things where I feel like they're going to top the 100 mark. I don't think they'll get to 106 like last year, but I think 101 does it for this year.
All right, so 6 teams are going to make the playoffs in the National League, the 3 division winners, and you're going to have 3 wild card teams. Nomar, who are you taking in those 6 playoff spots?
Oh, my gosh. I go for the NL West. We got the Dodgers. I think the Central. I think the Cardinals might win the Central this year. I'm thinking the Braves go out there in the East because they're still a solid team, obviously, winning the World Series. And then the wild cards. I think the Giants might creep in there. I know PECOTA doesn't have them. They're losing a lot, but they're still solid. They're going to find a way. The Brewers in there, and then the Phillies, who seem to have gotten better in the offseason. So it's kind of what I have right here.
Adrian, which 6 teams are you taking in the National League?
Yeah, that's a tough one. There's a lot of good teams. I think the Phillies have a shot, but I don't have them in there. I have the Mets winning the East, and I have the Brewers winning the Central again. I have the Giants and the Padres from the West being in the wild card, and I have the Braves being the last team to get in there and leaving the Phillies out.
Well, half of the playoff teams coming from the National League West. I could see that happening. All right, Nomar, which 2 teams are you putting into the World Series in 2022?
Well, the Dodgers are going to be in the World Series because we already said that some of them were guaranteeing it. I don't know, but they believe they're going to be in the World Series. That's what they expect. That's what we all expect as well. And then playing the Red Sox in the World Series. It'll be a matchup once again.
I'm going for the all Camelback Ranch World Series here. I think that facility has got the magic this year, and I think it's going to be the Dodgers and the Chicago White Sox.
Maybe it'll come down to Craig Kimbrell against A.J. Pollock in the 9th inning of the World Series. That would be a fun matchup for everybody. The Dodgers win tonight 5-0. We've talked so much about Bobby Miller and some of the other guys. Tommy Kahnle, his first appearance since having Tommy John surgery about a year and a half ago. He's talking right now with Kirsten.
Tommy, just first up, let's talk about today. Being back here, Dodgers uniform, Dodger Stadium, on the mound. How special was that for you?
I think it was really special. I mean, it was the first time being on the mound here for the Dodgers. So it was an honor to be, in Dodger blue and being able to pitch on this mound. So I had a great time.
So we know your last outing you were on the minors fields, but how good does it just feel to kind of be back out there? Did you feel like you did what you wanted to execute on the mound today?
So it felt really good to be back on, a big league mound and a big league stadium. But to what you said before, I mean, I didn't feel like I, had everything going today. But I mean, I'll take the results.
How's the bounce back just been for you? Are you feeling like you're progressing and moving in the right direction?
Yeah, I feel like after the last couple outings, I've bounced back pretty quicker than I did the previous few outings. So we're getting there, slowly but surely.
What's next for you?
So I think I can't remember, it's Friday or Saturday in Visalia with Rancho. And then after that, again, same thing, depends on how each time I bounce back. So it's a progress.
When I was talking to Caleb yesterday, he told me that there are times you get really antsy. Are you starting to feel antsy and just ready to be back out there playing back with your teammates?
Yeah, I think for sure. I'm definitely getting antsy, but I know that obviously I've got to take it step by step. I don't want to rush and then do all that. But yeah, you get antsy. It's been a while.
The Dodgers signed Tommy Kahnle before last season, knowing he wouldn't be able to pitch last year and eyeing him for this season. You look at what they have, Nomar. Back end of the bullpen, you've got Kimbrell, you have Trinan, you've got Daniel Hudson, you have Gratterall. You add Tommy Kahnle just from the right side. Those are 5 really good arms.
Incredible arms. And, Andrew Friedman talks about what keeps him up at night, and he was talking about, well, it's the starting pitch. It's always pitching in general. We've heard Ned Colletti talk about that all the time, what keeps him up. It's the bullpen, it's the pitching, the help, what you have to do, what the matchups may look like. All of the above, that's what they worry about, and Andrew Friedman addresses that. So he gets these arms, and we've also seen what the Dodgers organization has done, even with guys coming off an injury and how effective they've been.
Yeah, last time I was here, we talked about back end of the bullpen opportunities and who might be the closer. They went out and got their closer. They still have 3, 4, 5 potential closers behind him. I think they're going to be in a great position moving forward, and that back end of the bullpen is going to be lights out.
Yeah, they have several guys. I mean, Bickford, Caleb Ferguson, Tommy Canley won't break camp with the team, at least to start opening day. They're going to add those guys at some point in the first month, maybe month and a half. Up next, some final thoughts as we are officially in regular season mode. Opening day, it is coming up Friday in Colorado. For the second straight year, the Dodgers will open the season in the Mile High City. Friday, opening day 2022. It's the Dodgers and Rockies at Coors Field. First pitch at 1 p.m. Our pregame coverage begins at noon. Walker Buehler's going to make his first opening day start. Remember, Freddie Freeman and Trey Turner, they will be there after starting last season with other teams. So it's opening day, Friday, 1 o'clock. We will see you right here at noon. Nomar will be here as well. And I know sometimes people say, hey, it's only one game out of 162, Nomar, but it is special to be out there on opening day for the players, right?
No doubt. No matter what, each and every time you're able to be out there for opening day as a player, you still have those nerves, the anxiety, the excitement, because the season's about to start.
Absolutely. Yeah, opening day is always a lot of fun. It's exciting. You have the adrenaline. It's almost like a playoff game, and the players have, it's the start of a season. If you get off on a good start, it feels great moving forward. So yeah, looking forward to it. The guys, everybody is, and everybody's excited. It's opening day.
Are you very routine oriented though, Adrian, when you played? Because sometimes all of the pomp and circumstance of opening day can maybe throw off the routine a little bit.
It definitely throws off the routine. It definitely throws everything. It's going to be a day game. They're probably going to have to take BP on the field, and so that throws off the routine for a day game. But you know what? It's opening day. You throw it all out the door, and you just get ready for when they say play ball.
What's interesting is when you have to experience like 3 or 4 opening days. Like it's, there's yours, there's that one in Colorado, and then maybe you go somewhere else on a road trip and it happens to be theirs as well. So you're like, wait a minute, that throws off the routine. But it doesn't really matter because you're going to get back into the routine that you need for the rest of the season.
Do you sleep well the night before?
In Colorado, you don't because of the altitude. But you know what you do. It is easier to sleep then than it is over the course of the season. Sometimes you are, but before opening day, you have the anxiousness, but you can still sleep.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, for Nomar, Adrian, Kirsten, and John, we'll see you Friday. It is opening day. Dodgers, Rockies. We will be here at noon.